What's happening, everybody? It's time for the Daily Truth. The truth in 5 minutes or less. My camera's a little off center. I'm going to like this video, share this video, do all the things with this video. Today, I'm talking about the man in the iron lung, Paul Alexander, that passed away last week, I think, maybe a little longer ago. I had started following him about 2 months ago, so it's ironic that he now just passed away. But it is all about the fact that you have no excuses. That's today's Daily Truth. Like this video, share this video, do all the things with this video. Hopefully this provides a little inspiration, motivation, perspiration, all the things. If you don't know who he is, after this video, look him up a little bit, learn a little bit more about him on his TikTok. You can see a little bit more of what he did, who he was. Passed away. This guy, at the age of 6, he got polio. He was one of the many people that were put in iron lungs. He was forced into an iron lung from polio in 1952. He died at the age of 78 years old. And I want you to know a little bit more about him. This is like when I look at people and they're like, man, today's difficult. Today is tough. This has been a rough week. I'm sad. I'm upset. There's so many things going wrong in my life. This son of a biscuit lived in an iron lung and managed to get, let's go through this, got a law degree, became a lawyer, published books. The way that the way he survived was a last-minute tracheotomy. He then also learned to breathe outside the lung for brief periods of time. He created artwork. If you know anything about an iron lung, you're doing that with your mouth. With your mouth, okay? So, I mean, he turned pages in books, went to high school, college, law school. He then also used the rod to type out words, rod from his mouth to type out words on a keyboard to write his autobiography. Why am I going through this? Because as I continue to talk about this, it shows that you have no excuses. Why does this cat only come on my lap when I'm doing daily truths? You have no excuses, period. He had a quote. He said, "I'm crippled in most people's minds except mine. I'm Paul Alexander, human being." He was recognized as the person that lived the longest after being an iron lung in the Guinness Book of World Records. Let's see, but he also been screwed by people. He had money stolen. He then, fortunately, later in life, as they did a documentary about him, he was able to actually get some fundraising done where he was able to live his last couple of years a little bit more stress-free. Let's see, what else about him can we talk about this? Okay, so lawyer, author, all these things. Okay, I think we've got this. I think you've got the gist of Paul Alexander, and again, I encourage you to look him up more afterwards. So, today's truth, the truth is, if somebody like Paul Alexander could live in an iron lung, manage to become a lawyer, manage to go through all the schooling he needs to go through, manage to use a stick in his mouth to type things out, cat hair, manage to type things out with just the neck movement, that's it, and to rely on the help of others, but also his own intelligence and his own positivity, which if you follow his TikTok, you will see that this was an incredibly positive guy for somebody in that circumstance. It tells you that there is zero excuse for anything you've got going in your life. Plain and simple. So the truth is, what's holding you back? The truth is, what kind of negative thoughts about what's going on in your circumstance do you feel like you can't? There is no can't. When you use the example of Paul Alexander, the man in the iron lung that rest in peace, passed away just a week or two ago, you will realize that everything going on in your life, whether it's finances, whether it's a broken bone, or whether it's just a basic setback or whatever, the end of a relation, none of it matters, because in the end, you've got it in here to be able to step up and make things happen. I'm going to tell you right now, there's no excuses. Team No Excuse. That's what I've got for you today. The truth in 5 minutes or less. Look up Paul Alexander. Start thinking more about what you can do instead of what you can't do. Because trust me, there's a lot of people in worse circumstances than you, and I don't recommend leveling trauma or victimhood or anything like that, because guess what? There's always somebody that's got it worse than you. I could have been born a cat. And what are you doing? Anyways, guys, God bless. Sorry, I'm looking at both because I got the camera over here today. Didn't want to change it up. Hope everybody liked this video. Please share this with all your friends. Share it. It's a good video. That was the Daily Truth in 5 minutes or less. God bless. Have a great rest of your day. Don't surrender your pets. Bye, kitty.